I'm taking this performance subframe and installing it in my 1969 Camaro with a method that has only been done once to my knowledge. The plan is to take my old subframe out and leave the engine, transmission, and front clip installed without moving it. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try. Before we get started, I have to address this. I know it looks suspicious. Trust me. I know the dollies, the jack stands, the trash bags, the mysterious blankets. I know it looks extremely suspicious, but it will all make sense. The original plan was to take the engine and transmission and lower it with the subframe, remove the front clip, and remove it from the vehicle. And then a good friend of mine, Marcus Main from Main Design, said, just remove the engine and transmission from the top, remove the subframe from the bottom, and then you can leave the front clip, all your hoses and everything installed. And that was going to be the plan until I came across Seal Blister 1726. He searched the internet to see if anyone has attempted this before. Nothing. So he said, screw it. He'll experiment with it himself. So what he did is what we're doing today. I'm going to leave the engine and transmission installed and the front clip without moving it. I'm going to support everything so it doesn't move, and with all the car God's mercy, this should work. Welcome back to the Tony Bush Jr. Show. I hope you're ready for the shenanigans. This is a real important step. I need to make sure I support the vehicle in the air because the balance is going to be off once I lower the subframe and remove it from the car. I need to find a good spot to put all my jack stands. That way this thing's supported. And at the same time, I got jack stands in the back. I need to make sure that they're cool too. Now that the car's in the air, I can mount my jack stands. There's only a few places where you can mount these, so it's very important you get it right to support the weight of the car. Next up, let's remove the wheels. I'll start by taking off the center cap, and once that's done, I'll go ahead and get my impact gun and remove all the lug nuts. Once I get all the lug nuts removed from the tire, I'll go ahead and remove the rim. Nice and easy. All right, yep, just roll it on. And once that's done, I'll go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Take off the lug nuts and then eventually remove the tire and keep this party going. All right, y'all, let's get personal. Come into my domain. So what I have to do now, oh man, that light, whew, when the light hit the ice, it twinkle and glisten. What I have to do is take all this wiring out. You see, it goes as far as the eye can see. Look, all the way down into the deep depths of the sea, of the ocean. So I need to take out all these little fittings, like this one here. Oh, there we go. Like that one there. I have to take, there we go. So there's a ground strap right there. That needs to come off. There's a fitting right there holding in my fuel line, fuel regulator. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff as well on the other side. So what I need to do is start taking out all this stuff. First things first. Don't you just hate it when you got to play the guessing game? I think this is a 13, but I'm not sure. And I think this little guy, oops, I just tooted. Please forgive me. I got excited and I just let out some gas. I think this guy might be like a 7 or 8 millimeter. Man, it sucks when you got to go back and forth. Or maybe I'll just bring the tools to me. That'll make life a lot easier. And it made life a lot easier. And after struggling to get my socket into this very tight spot, I finally got a hold of this bolt. And guess what? It was a 13. And eventually, it came out. Next up is the parking brake cable.
this has to come out because it goes through the frame. So I'm going to start by removing all the hardware first, taking everything out, and then once that's done, this little C-clip needs to be removed. Come on, put some muscle into it. There you go. Now that the C-clip is out, I can go ahead and pass the parking brake cable through the subframe to remove it. And then after I'm done struggling, I get to this point. Now I can take the last part of the parking brake cable, take it out. There's a couple more fasteners that need to be loose. Once I take those bolts out, we can move on to the next phase. This is where they make their debut. Now I can go ahead and use these to put on top of my jack stands and support the engine transmission so that it doesn't move. And I'm going to use these microfiber towels because I don't want anything to get scratched. Okay, this is where things can get a little tricky because there's not a lot of space and I'm trying to do multiple things at one time. I'm trying to position this in just the right location. I'm trying to keep the, woo, shout! Ooh, it's tight up in here. I'm trying to keep the microfiber cloth on top of the jack stand so it doesn't scratch any of the Cerakote. Oh man. Okay, let me, you know, this was a lot easier in the looking stages than the actual physical work stage. Okay, all right, okay, that's in place-ish. All right, I wish I could just raise that a little bit, but I think that's gonna be okay. Now, I need to position this one underneath the engine, I think I might go back a little bit because I'm gonna have to, bless me, woo! Whew, that's excitement right there, that's all that is. Okay, I'm gonna go here because I need to support the engine a little bit when I need to support the engine a little bit when I take the motor mounts out. So I'm gonna leave this right here and I'm gonna move the jack underneath the oil pan and get ready to jack up the motor. All right, so I'm gonna take you guys back under the car and show you where I'm at. So I took all the bolts out of the cross member, left side, right side, it's out. Look, they just chilling right there, having a little meeting, figuring out how they're gonna take over the world. All right, there you go. All right, I'm not gonna disturb you guys. All right, have fun. So now the cross member is loose. Now technically, what I'm gonna do is lower the jack. I'm gonna lower the floor jack. When I lower the floor jack, it'll come down and it should rest on the jack stand. Theoretically speaking, this should work. All right, so here's my handle. Now when I go down, we should see, you guys should be able to see, you'll see the transmission start to slowly come down. Yep. And it should touch the transmission and the floor jack should continue to come down on its own. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, just like that. Whoa! Eureka! Yes. Now, if I touch this, now the transmission is being supported by the jack stand. Now, I need to do that same thing to the engine. Now I'm gonna go to the front of the car and do the same thing. I'm gonna take the floor jack, support the engine with it, then
After that, I'll put the jack stand underneath and then remove the engine mounts from both sides. And then, fingers crossed, I'll lower the jack down, and then the jack stand will support the engine. Dang it, yeah, this is a lot of jick and jack, and there's a lot of hijacking going on. I'm confusing myself. After confusing myself, I took the floor jack and made it to the bottom of the engine. And notice I have a piece of wood, cardboard, and microfiber cloth. This will help prevent any scratches or damage to the oil pan. It's a super duper tight fit to get these motor mount bolts out. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Look, let me maneuver around there and boom. There's the first bolt right there. Yeah, look, he just all alone by myself. Ow! So that's the top portion. And then if I come down here, you can see the back side of it right there. There it is. Look, there you go. There's the other side of them. So I need to take out the left side and the right side. And once I do that, the engine should be free. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty. The engine's gonna be free at last. It's Black History Month, why not? Time to take out some motor mount bolts. So I actually found an easy way to access it through the front side of the car. Once I do that, I have a wrench to hold the nut in place so that the bolt doesn't spin while I'm trying to take it out. Once that's done, I'll go ahead and take that bolt and I'll slide it on out. Put my fingers between the motor and the frame. Yep, get that bolt, slide it out. And I'll do the same thing on the opposite side. I'll go ahead and stick my ratchet in place, find the bolt, and just like the other side, I have a wrench holding the back side of the nut in place so the bolt loosens, but the nut doesn't, preventing it from spinning. And once I do that, I can go to the nut, loosen it up because it's hand tight, and then I'll go ahead, stick my little fingers between there and take the motor mount bolt out. I don't like to jinx myself, but that went a lot easier than I thought. Way too easier. I might have to play the lotto. You know what? Y'all play the lotto too. We could do a whole little group lotto, and whoever wins, we'll split the $16 amongst the 2,000 of us. So I got this out. The next thing I need to do is tackle all the bolts on the subframe. That we are at that point. I also need to remove the brake lines and the power steering lines, but I'm gonna save that for last because that's gonna make a mess. But I'm literally gonna go ahead and start from the back. Bushings right here. Woo! Those things seen better days. Oh man, those look real prehistoric. But I'm gonna start from the back subframe bolts, and then there's one in the middle, which is somewhere over here. Where are you? Okay, he's in there. And then I'm gonna tackle the front. And then there's also these brackets that go to the front bumper. I'll have to take those two off too. And then she'll be done. This is going really smooth. I wish I had some wood to knock on. Hold on, I do. Yeah, all right. Let's knock this out and wrap this thing up. All right, so next on the list, I had to disconnect the steering column from the gearbox. So I went ahead and did that. Here's all the little bolts and hardware. And by the way, anytime you see a mechanic technician with a rib glove, that means that's serious business. That means you leave that man alone. He is in deep thought. Do not mess with him. He's only got four fingers left on the glove. All right, by the end of this video, this thing will be all the way peeled back. I use my floor jack to go ahead and support the subframe so it doesn't fall. Once that's done, these 6 bolts to the subframe has to be removed.
After I get those out, there's a few brake lines that have to come out so they don't drop with the subframe. Once I loosen these bad boys out, I'll go ahead and take the brake line bracket and bolt out. And once I have that done, oh, here comes the power steering lines. It's a tight fit, but with a little finesse, I was able to remove them. After that's done, I'll go ahead and let them drain. There's a bucket at the bottom of the subframe that I put down there so that all the fluid can drain. And yeah, let it drain.
Now there's only one thing to do. Let's take this subframe out. I hope it goes well.
Pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shady, my bros raw. No breaks, we go. Throw shade, that's a no. Go high, go low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more. Pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try speak up, can't say none. Try dig dirt, there ain't none. I make the money that save up. 10 to 80, my save ones. Take to the top on the base one. New car, race on. Fast lane, pace on. Where the booyah, that's a flex. Not human, I ain't from another planet.
She's free. I cannot believe how well this turned out. I'm not going to say this was extremely easy. By all means, it was not. But compared to the first two methods, taking the front clip off and then dropping the subframe with the engine on and transmission on, that was one. The second option was to remove the engine on and transmission from the top, then remove the subframe by itself. Still would have been a lot of work. This option right here, woo! I mean, 10 times easier. As you see, last year, I went ahead and replaced the upper and lower control arms and all the bushings to like the end links and stuff. And I even put a quick ratio gearbox, and that really did help. But going from this to that, it should be a big difference. And I'm stoked. I'm so stoked. Just to show you all that everything is still intact. Look, the engine and transmission, it's still in. It's still installed. Even the exhaust. I didn't have to touch the exhaust. Crazy. The next thing I want to do is prep the new subframe to get installed. Look at that. Look at all that thickness. Look at all that thickness right there. Oh, you and you are going to be like this real soon. Real soon. The next episode, I will be installing the new subframe in the car. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Let's chat in the comment section. Until the next time, I'll see you when I see you. Bye.